Hi, my name is James Kaluramwali, and I'm going to take you in the subject called sound sampling and synthesis. Yeah, so I'm going to answer question one, which is saying use SEQ3 in VCV rack to come up with a music loop. I'm also going to show you how I came up with this part or the music loop that I came up with. Yeah, so what is a music loop? So a music loop, it is a repeating section of drum beats and percussion sound. Yeah. So I use several modules to come up with this music loop. So I use the clocked module. I use the SEQ3. I use the quantizer. I use the VCO, VCF, ADSR, delay. I use the plateau, VCA, scope, VCMX, and audio. Yes, I also used the two traumas, and I also added two VCAs to support the traumas. Yeah, so the function of the clock module, it acts as the start and stop button. So it also sends the BPM information or the tempo information to the entire patch. It also has the ratio here, of which I set the 4 time signature. So I wanted it to be following the pattern of 4 4. Yeah. So the second module, it is the sec3. So sec3 is a step sequence I use to generate control voltages and get signals in rhythmic sequence. So the main functions of sec3, um, one is step sequencing. It has 8 steps per row. So 8 steps. These are the 8 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has 8 steps per row. So it has 3 rows. One, two, three. Yeah. So it also has a gate output. Um, it outputs gate signals when a step is active. Yeah. So here is a gate. So when I switch on this gate, then when I lift the control voltage here, that's when it will play. So when I switch it off, it won't play when I start playing the drum loop. Yeah, so it also have the clock control. It also have the CV output. So it has CV1 for row 1, CV2 for row 2, CV3 for row 3 here. Yeah. So we also have the quantizer. Yeah, so the main function of the quantizer, it takes any continuous voltage and rounds it to the nearest note in two defined scale, e.g. C major. So in short, it translates the controlled voltages which are coming from the circuit. Yeah. So when it passes through the quantizer, then the quantizer now translates the controlled voltages into pitches. So we also have the VCO. Yeah, so a VCO basically generates waveforms such as the sine wave, the triangle wave, saw wave, and square wave. So the key functions or the key features. So most of the um, yeah, so the main features of the VCO are the sine wave, triangle wave, saw wave, um, square wave. We also have the VCF here. So the function of the VCF, it is voltage controlled filter. So it filters either the low pass, the lows or the highs. Yeah. So we also have the ADSR, which shapes the tone or shape. It shapes the sound. So we have the attack, decay, sustain, release. We also have the delay. So delay is just an effect uh, that you can apply to the sound that you are creating. So I used it to I used it in the music clip that I was creating. So the plateau also is it's a reverb. Yeah, I just wanted to give it that view. So the VCA is a voltage controlled amplifier, so it boosts the amplitude of the entire patch. I will also have the scope. So the scope is used for visual presentations. Either it be the sine wave, it will show here when you play the sine wave, or maybe the triangle wave. So we also have the VCA mix. So the VCA mix is basically a mixer. You also have the audio output here. Uh, this is the module that we use to output the sound that you are creating. We also have the drummers. Yeah. So drummers, they are basically the drum synthesizers. They produce percussion instruments. So it has two sections: the noise section and the oscillator here. Yeah. It also has the ADSR type of functions. Yeah. So this is how I route it. So from the out of the clock, I had to put here the in of the clock of the sequencer. Yeah. So basically, I was sending pitch information there. Then the first sound that I started with, it's uh, the music loop. Yeah. So let me play it. Yeah, so this is the sound that I came up with first. Yeah, so this is I use the row number one here. This is the one that I used. So I use the CV1. Yeah, so this was the so this was the first sound that I came up with. So the routing was from the clocked one to the clock in the sequencer there, so that it says the BPM. Yeah. So that sound is the first row here, which is the CV1. Yeah, I had to route it from output of sequencer to the input of the quantizer here. So as I say that it translates uh, the pitch that is coming from the sequencer here. So let me demonstrate. So without the keys here, so I had to put the key of G so that it makes that a nice sound. So yeah, so from the quantizer, output of quantizer, I had to put on the input of the voltage controlled oscillator, which oscillates the frequencies at a certain frequency. Yeah, so from out, it went direct to the input of the voltage per octave. Voltage per octave is also has the pitch information. Yeah, so from the VCO sine wave, it went in the VCF where I filtered the loads. Yeah, then uh, from the VCF, it went direct to the in or the delay. Yeah, so from the output of the delay, it went direct to the in of the reverb there. So from the out of the reverb, it went direct into the VCA, which is my amplifier. Then from the out there, it went direct to the scope, yeah, for visual presentation. Then from the out, it went to the in. Um, so from the mix there, it went direct to the audio output. Yeah. So the second sound that I came up with is the snare. So I used this row number 2, which is the one that I used. So for CV2, to come up with the snare, I use the truma, the drum synthesizer. So it has two sections, the noise section and the oscillator. So the oscillator section produces the kick sound. Then the noise section produces hi-hat and the snare. Yeah, so this module, in short, I can say it produces percussion instruments. So let me demonstrate. Mhm. So this is an oscillator section. So an oscillator section produces kick sound. So if I want to make that kick to have more punch, I have the tune here. Yeah. So since I want the noise section there, I'm turning down the kick. So I had to raise the volume, the amplitude of the noise here. Hmm. Yeah, to come up with a snare sound. So it also has a tone, so that to give it that sound. So the decay. So I had to reduce the decay so that it sounds like a kick. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. So I had to route CV2 into the gate of the trauma, then the output into the in of the VCA, then the envelope into the in, then the output of the VCA. It went direct into channel 1 here. I mean channel 2. So channel 1 is for the music loop. Yeah, the first sound that I created is for channel 1, then channel 2 is for the snare. Yeah. Then the second sound that I came up with, I mean the third sound is the kick. Yeah, it is. So I use the CV3, which is the control voltages which are on the number 3 there, the row number 3. Yeah. So as I explained, the truma has got two sections, the noise section and the oscillator. The oscillator produces the kick. So I did not tamper with the noise section. I went direct to the oscillator and boost the kick. Because automatically when you open truma, it comes up with the kick. Yeah. So CV3 here. So the writing from CV2 went direct to the gate. Then the envelope it went to the VCA. So from the output it went into the in of the VCA again. Then the output from the VCA went into channel number 3. That's where I had to put my kick there. So I also gave it a fast attack and slow decay and slow sustain. Also fast release. So I also used the delay and the plateau. On the plateau, I gave it dry wet signal there. So this is how I came up with this patch. Thank you for watching.